Bucharest was known as Little Paris and even has its own Arc of Triumph. This is known as Calea Victoriei, or Victory Avenue. It was made in the heart of Bucharest and was the first paved road in Romania, which was built in 1692. Back then the road was called Mogoșoaia Wood Paved Road because it was paved with wooden planks, but in 1882 the street was paved with stone, and in 1878, after the Romanian army used the street to make its triumphal entry into the capital, after winning their War of Independence, the street then became the Calea Victoriei, or Victory Avenue. And it was also the first street in Bucharest, or Bucharest, to be illuminated with candles during the night in 1845. June 28 is National Flag Day, which is why you see a lot of Romanian flags all over the place. This is Palatul Parlamentului, or the Palace of Parliament, and it is the world's heaviest building and the second largest administrative building, second to the Pentagon.
And apparently this whole area, they set up stages and have like all kinds of events and stuff happening.
Nicolae Ceausescu, back when he did rule, was very big on having lots of greenery. So there were lots of trees planted, lots and lots of trees planted on all of the boulevards of Bucharest, lots of fountains created that were very coveted by him. This provided a very beautiful aesthetic for Bucharest. The National Cathedral, or the People's Salvation Cathedral.
National History Museum of Romania. I don't know what kind of a tree this is, but it's beautiful and it's green. And this is like only what you'd find in like video games. Like people would come here with their horse and carriage. Travelers and stop here and get drinks, food, stay housed, like in the hotel. Like they go up there for the night.
Hanul Manuk is the oldest still functioning hotel building in Romania.
The first capital in the world to be lit up with petrol lamps. French Street.
This statue of Romulus and Remus was gifted by the Italian government in 1906 to Romania to celebrate Romania's Latin origin. Bucharest is known as Little Paris for multiple reasons, but one of those reasons is also due to it having Belle Epoque architecture in its buildings. One of the most impressive pieces of Bucharest's architecture is that it has neo-Romanian or neo-Brâncovenesque style buildings, a unique style in architecture that you can see mostly in Bucharest, with the detailings around the edges of the building, the walls, the roofing, especially towards the top, is a very unique style to Romania. Unfortunately, during the communist rule, a lot of the buildings that had this kind of Brâncovenesque style were destroyed. Some of the very first old-style sewing machines, most of them being the Singer brand. Spiru Haritz, the founder of modern education in Romania. Gheorghe Lazar, who founded the first Romanian language school. and Mihai Viteazu, the unifier of Romania. This is the University of Bucharest, where the revolution happened in front of this university, and many university students ended up dying in the revolution against the communist leader. Ion Heliade Radulescu was a pivotal poet and writer for Romania.
This is built by some organization that supports the revolutionary people. And then there's some smaller crosses. There's one there. There's a bunch more here, one over there, that were made by families for their lost ones. So this is kilometer 0, if you can see this right here, and this whole area here is where they start measuring distances in Romania. So for kilometer 0, starting distances measuring from here, they measure, okay, how long from Bucharest to, what's the distance from Bucharest to Timișoara, or Bucharest to Arad, or things like that. So they measure distances starting from the capital here.
The Heroes of the Revolution, December 21st through 22nd, 1989. This sign says that on May 24th, 1875, at this house, a political party was made. Thank you to the Heroes of the Revolution from December 1989. Tears and flowers or graves. Mr. President Iohannis, my family and my relatives are victims of the security that is still active in Romania today using the wild weapon of Ceausescu. Help us. 100 years, 1918 to 2018. Another marking made for another fallen hero. This is for a man named Popescu. Very famous 5-star hotel in Romania, Capșa. Very famous Teatrul Odeon, Odeon Theater.
This is one of the news channels in Romania, B1, and right now they're actually recording. And when you watch it, you see all of this in the background. When you see it on the TV, it's pretty cool.
When the revolution happened in Bucharest, that flag that you see on top of that building is where Ceausescu was helicoptered off of. Legend has it that this church was built by a man named Bucur, a shepherd, who is apparently what Bucharest was named after. This is Biserica Bucur. Bucur is the root of the word happiness. This church is said to have been built in the 16th century, although it seems as if it was built in the 18th century, with buildings around it from the 16th. This wood paneling with all the paintings is old and original from when this church was first built. Even the door itself is the original door from when the church was first built. Absolutely beautiful. These are the various species of migratory birds that come and visit the gardens and the parks in Bucharest. In Carol Park, you see a large lake, and at the very end of it, the National Heroes Monument and an eternal flame.
gustoasă.
The eternal flame burns for the fallen Romanian heroes of World War I. This park was especially designed by Ceausescu with the walkway leading all the way up to that eternal flame back there. There is a changing of guards at the tomb of the unknown soldier at the foot of the National Heroes Monument, which is an iron-built communist monument. At the start of the monument, you can see the year 1879 all the way to the year 1945, which shows Romania's unification to the end of World War II.